Hi, I'm Ernie Medina with TRB, and today I'm joined with TRB instructor Brendon. And we're going to talk with you a little bit about weapon-mounted lights, particularly on your rifle setup. Now first, we would just want to address the question, the concept of why is a weapon-mounted light important for your rifle setup. So a lot of people ask us, what should I have or what should I mount, what accessories and things like that. And as many of us know, you can buy thousands of different options as far as accessories for the AR-15. It's crazy what you can buy. But one of the things that we believe is important apart from your optic is that weapon mounted light. And the reason why is it gives you the ability to positively identify your target in a low light or dark environment. Which is absolutely important, especially if you're using that AR for home or personal defense. And a lot of engagements certainly happen in low light or dark conditions. So having that ability to positively identify your target is certainly a must. You can also use that weapon mounted light as a way to distract or even neutralize your threat simply by shining a very bright light in their face. Nothing is better than not having to shoot your threat, is what we say. But that weapon mounted light will serve a multitude of purposes. So just having that on there, very important. And what do you think about that?
I mean, like when you get your rifle, right? You buy your rifle whole from the store, or it's typically going to come with an iron sights, right? Unless you buy those optic ready versions. But iron sights, personally for me, what I recommend clients is there's a series of accessories they need to buy in order for that rifle to be effective. And if your rifle has an iron sights, believe it or not, for me, I don't think you should buy a red dot right away, right? I think you should buy a flashlight first, because you already have an aiming system in there. You can buy a $900 red dot, and then later that night you get into a defensive situation and that red dot's useless because you won't be able to identify that target anyway. So flashlight first, and then personally for me, red dot next, and then sling in after that. So flashlight's definitely one of the primary accessories that I tell my clients, and I'm sure you do as well, to purchase first.
I tell them to buy the weapon mounted light and the optic at the same time.
Yeah, or you do that, yeah. But if you can't afford both, I'm just saying. That's very true though, you do buy them both.
All right. So the other thing we're gonna talk about is which type of weapon mounted light, brands and things like that you may want to consider. Now, one of the biggest heavy hitters on the market for rifle weapon mounted lights is Surefire. It's kind of like a industry standard. And actually, I'm running a Surefire on this particular setup, and I know Brendon is running a different model of Surefire on his rifle. So we're both running Surefires, but that's certainly one of the brands. Another brand that we like, and on many of the other setups that I have, I actually run Streamlight. Streamlight Pro Tack. And that's a great weapon mounted light, and in fact it compares evenly almost to the Surefire as far as intensity, lumens, just durability and all that stuff. I mean, in my opinion, they are neck and neck. One of the things about the Surefire, as you see, I have a Surefire Scout on this one. The actual light itself is pretty thin. And it has a lower signature or smaller signature on the rifle when mounted relative to, say, the Streamlight, but not by much. So the Streamlight is a little thicker, a little fatter, and it'll show up a little bit more as far as kind of bulkiness on your rifle. But from A to B, it's really not that much difference. Now, where the difference comes into play, and let's just say I'm running a Surefire Scout. This one pushes out 1500 lumens. The Streamlight Pro Tack actually pushes out 1000 lumens. So there's a difference in lumens there, but the previous model to the Surefire also pushed out 1000. So if we're going from 1000 to 1000, they are pushing out about the same intensity, and negligibly they look the same. The only difference is that signature and the price. The price on a Surefire Pro Tack is in the 1 to 200. Yeah, I'm sorry, what?
Streamlight Pro.
I'm sorry, Streamlight. Streamlight Pro Tack is in the 1 to 200 range. whereas your Surefire Scout will be in the plus 500 range. So there's a difference there.
Yeah, that's after everything, right? After yeah,
after everything.
It's all about modularity too with Surefire. Personally, I use Surefire. I have a Surefire body on this I'm sorry, this flashlight right here, but the head is different, right? I have a, what is it called? A mod light head on it. That's when you start going into the technicalities of like flashlights. I think Streamlight, I'm sure they will eventually in the future, but right now they're stuck with whatever model they have. Fortunately, since Surefire is the standard, a lot of the aftermarket companies are basing their design on Surefire. So for example, this is an AR pistol, so it's a little bit more smaller of a frame firearm, so I can't really fit as big of a light in there. So I have a lower lumen on this one, 650 lumens, but the candela on this head right here is ridiculous. It's almost at like 77,000 candela, so it could push out all the way to 300, 400 yards, right? Because it's not about lumens every single time.
Right.
So just take into consideration, I know Ernie has this is part of his night vision setup, and I'm pretty sure he can also get like a Surefire head that has a IR illuminator on it. So just keep in mind modularity, but the price for a Streamlight you can't really beat.
Right,
honestly, yeah.
right. And out of the box, it's ready to go. So if you are new to the weapon-mounted light for your rifle kind of game, one of the greatest starter kits or starter packs is the Streamlight Pro Tack. It'll come with the light plus the tape switch and everything you need just to hit the ground running. So that's a plus there. So a couple things about the two major brands that we run and that we see. So those are just some things to think about with regards to, one, why a weapon-mounted light, two, which brands are out there that you can consider, and three, a couple things about your setup that you could think about and making it work for you.
Are you worried for your personal and home protection and new to the firearms world and learning how to live safely? Our fully loaded private training package includes your firearm safety certificate needed for firearms purchase, training at the indoor and outdoor range where you will learn the fundamentals of pistol shooting as well as scenario-based encounters, and a full session dedicated to finding the firearm that is most suitable for you. You can choose to ignore the responsibility of your personal safety and those around you, or you can relinquish that fear and become a responsible defender. Sign up now for our fully loaded training package.